All right. Let's hop on over to the Zhan Hu grading. Awesome. Hope you all can hear me okay. We're going to be getting started in just a second. I know I'm a little late. Normally I start at 11, but we had a lot to take care of this morning. A lot more than I expected. So I had to finish making the dessert for tonight's Christmas party, which I was going to finish last night, but one of the ingredients we had apparently was no longer good, and the grocery store was closed, so I couldn't go to the grocery store to replace it, so I had to go today, and I had to buy that, and then I had to make it, and it's been crazy. It's now in the fridge, chilling. It'll be ready for me to finish probably in about an hour. After this, I'll probably go check on it and make sure that I can go ahead and put the finishing touches on it, and then it will be ready to go. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to do the Zhan Hu fashion contest, and unfortunately my brother cannot join me for this. He is visiting a friend for a belated birthday party since his birthday was earlier in the month and they couldn't get together then, so they're getting together now. So they are having a good time. I am here getting ready to do this solo. I don't mind. Solo is fine. Sorry, and I'm still a little bit sick. So we're going to try to get through this as quickly and painlessly as possible. If you guys don't know what's going on, some of you may be new to all this. Well, welcome if you are. I don't think any of you are new. So few people watch these, but it's fine. It is fine. We're going through all these Zhan Hu commissions, and I'm going to be grading them on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being garbage, 10 being outstanding. And at the very end of the stream, we will narrow down all the 10s to 4, just 4 finalists, and then you guys will vote on the winner. Very excited to take a look at all these. It's going to be fun, I am sure. Yeah. Sorry. Anyway, so very excited to get started on this. Hope you guys are as well. And I will go ahead and say this before we get started. I will go ahead and say this. We will not start the next fashion contest until after the Christmas holidays because I do not know if I will be back next Saturday to grade them. So after Zhan Hu, let me actually take a look at who's after Zhan Hu. Let me take a look real fast. Magi is next, so that gives you more time to get your Magi drip ready. But Magi will be after Zhan Hu, and very much looking forward to seeing how that goes. All right, so let's get ready. All right, so starting off on the first one, we got. Here is Liu Fang, the Blue Phoenix. For the chest, I use sharp tangles, 1 for embossing. For effect, Golden Crow. All right, let's take a look. Not a bad look. Yeah, not a bad look at all. Looks really tight. Looks really tight. I like it. I like it. I think that is worthy of a 7. I will give that a 7 for that build. That is a good one. Next up, T-Bucket. Inspector Gu Liu, the purple Qilen, Gao Lei's illegitimate son, with an apothecary woman. His sword was made by Xiao Ling. He will help the rightful ruler, Tian Xilong. Hey! Let's see how many Tian Xilong references we get in these. All right, let's take a look. Very nice. I like the purple and yellow. That's good. That doesn't clash too bad. That actually looks pretty good. The Qilen effect looks pretty solid. And obviously the mustache is immaculate. Can't deny that. Cannot deny the immaculate mustache. I like it. I like it. I love the way that the patterns kind of flow into it. It looks very nice. I'm going to give that a 7 as well. I think that is worthy of a 7. Very nice. Jizye, the Dragon Scholar of the Jade Emperor. Let's take a look. All right. And not much going on the back, but I do like the flowers. I do. Very nice. There we... Ooh! The mask outfit actually works. That actually works pretty well. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I do like that. I do like that. I wish there was a little bit more going on the back, but honestly, I feel like if you did that, it would kind of ruin the set. So I totally understand. I'll give that an 8. I think that's an 8. Very, very nice. Next up is Zhou Daojian, the disgraced prince, an old claimant of the imperial seal who is outcasted by nobility and sided with Horkos in a desperate attempt to claw his way back to power. All right. Ooh. Combination of the Egyptian kind of stuff. I like it. Very nice. Very nice. I do like it. I like it. I think The problem I have with it, the only problem I have with it is the Egyptian look kind of clashes with some of the rest of this. I don't dislike it, but I'm going to give that a 6. I'm going to give that a 6. I don't think it's bad in any respect. I just don't think it wows me all that much. Next up, be careful what you decide to use the demon's power. Let him burn for too long. There's no telling what he will consume. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, I like this. I like this look. This looks pretty sick. The fire effects look really good. These look really tight. These look really tight. That's a 9 for me. That is a 9. That looks really good. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. All right, next up. Xi Qiang, Western Wall, commander of the Western Great Wall. All right. Ooh. All right. Looks good. Okay, good. We get its little spin action. Nice. I like the look. I do like the look. I think the back color pattern doesn't quite work for me. I think if we went with a more fire red rather than a chrome red, it would look better, but that's just my personal opinion. I think I will give this an 8. I think I will give this an 8. It looks really solid, but it isn't a 10. All right. Blight Lord Huang infamously utilizes soul magic to dominate his adversaries physically and spiritually. The head of the Wulan secret police, he seeks nothing but absolute order across the empire. All right. The ghost, the kind of mist effect looks really good. I like that. This is not a bad fit. This is not a bad fit at all. I like that. I like that. I do. This is really good. I think that's a 9. I think that's a 9. That looks really tight. That looks really tight. Next up. Friendly Psycho. Okay. And wrong effect with this color scheme, I feel like. The yellow and light blue doesn't quite fit, and there's not a lot going on. I'm probably going to have to give that a 5. It's not terrible, but it's not great either. I'm going to give that a 5. I'm going to give that a 5. Next up, Liu Zhou, a Wulan Zhan Hu and great-grandson of the tyrant Dong Zhou, was born under a name cursed by history. Rather than flee that legacy, he wields fire with cold discipline, determined to prove that even damn blood can be forged into control. Nice. All right, let's take a look. All right, this is the first one where we're getting armor instead of just the robes. Very nice. I like it. The virtuoso looks like she's performing just ah. All right, I do like it. I like this, but there's just not a lot going on, unfortunately. Very much your black color scheme, which is fine. I'm probably gonna have to give this a 6. I'm probably gonna have to give this a 6. It's okay. It's okay. I like it fine. Next up, I introduce you to the General Ye Ying Lo, younger brother to the beautiful Tiandi Abung Mai Ni, who was brutally killed by the legendary Order of the Raven Clan. Am I getting shade here? All right. I like the sword. This is a very good sword design. I really like that. I really like that sword design. Great freeze frame. That is not bad. That is not bad. And that sword definitely wins some points for me. I think I will give this an 8. I think I'll give that an 8. That's a really good fit. That's a really good fit. Next up, Aguya, a sheep-turned-wolf and master tactician. All right. The first girl we've gotten. This is the first female we've gotten. All right. Looks good. Good freeze frame. All right. It's probably a 7. I'm going to give that a 7. All right, next up. Zhu Mao, the fifth punishment. A roaming executioner acting on orders from an old emperor scorned by old allies. Seek those that might flee their punishment and see it served. All right. Okay. Very much an executioner kind of feel. I like it. All right. I'm feeling a 7 on that one. I'm feeling a 7 on that one. All right. Next up, Chishi. She earned the name the Purple Snake through ending her fights in a fierce but graceful fashion. All right. Ooh. Ooh, I do like that. I like that. That's nice. That is a nice look. Although I will admit the Purple Snake might already be taken by General Zhe. But this is not bad. That is not bad. That's an 8 to me. That's an 8. Very nice. Next up, Xiaoran, the Vermilion Bird. She is the second member of my version of the 4 constellations. Okay. Very nice. All right. All right. Yeah, it's a very standard look. I've seen a lot of Zhan Hu's with this before. The whole Phoenix build. I've seen a lot of it. But this one does look solid. I'll give it a 7. I think that is a 7 worthy. All right. The Emperor's Secret Guard and Assassin. Let's take a look. Ah, the mask look. I can dig it. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it all right. I do like it. It's pretty nice. I think that is an 8. I think I'll give that an 8. Very nice. Next up, the Ice Demon Bing Mo. Okay. Ooh. Very cool. Nice. I like this. I like this. Ooh, I like the glowing eye effect there. That looks good. All right. That's a 9. That is definitely a 9 for me. I like that one a lot. That one's really good. That one's really good. Next up, Excellence is a Journey, Zhan Hu Sunda. All right. So you decided to make Sunda himself. All right. Very nice. All right. I mean, it's Sunda, definitely. That's a 9. I'll give it a 9. It was creative the way you did that. I'll give it that. All right. Anita Lowe, HK style naming, by the way. The Silver Lily. Her lore is way too long. Sync would bite my effing head off if I write it here. First appearance, Wexer's drip context. All right. Very pretty. And good freeze frames, too. I like the flower growing in the gray. That looks really nice. This... I don't know. The more I look at this, the more I like it. The more I like this one. This one might be our first 10. This might be our first 10. Yeah, I think so. I think this will be our first 10. I think this will be our first 10. Very nice. We got ourselves a 10. Very cool. All right, next up. My Zhan Hu, he's a mercenary and pirate. He has no love for General Zhe or Prince Yi. Only profits. Sorry, it's weak. Okay? Okay, very simplistic. But the weapon doesn't match. It's a purple weapon mixed with a red and white armor scheme. I'm gonna have to give that a 5. I'm gonna have to give that a 5. Next up, behold my Zhan Hu Li Shen. He cares for his people, brothers and sisters alike. He wields a beast of rage within him. He tried to control it, but no matter what. All right. Okay. All right. That's a 6 from me. I think that's a 6 from me. Next up. Nothing here. Just let's take a look. The white look is good, but the red does clash a bit. Unless we were just going with the idea that that's just a coat. Then it looks like you went with the Baigu Jing arms on this, which I don't think works as well. Maybe that's just me. I'll go with a 6. I'll go with a 6 on that. Next up, a hint of orange the more you go up, as well as behind the symbol to make it look like it's emitting an aura of some kind. Also was listening to Korn while making this. All right. Ooh. Ooh. That is actually kind of fire. I kind of like this one. This one's kind of fire. I kind of like this one. Is it a 10? Yeah, I think this one might be a 10. I think we can give this a 10. That's pretty sick. That is pretty sick. Very nice. All right, the eternal flame. Holy fire will burn away the rotten corruption in those who stand before her, and after the fire has been satisfied, only the eternal flame shall remain. That is the end of the lore. What follows is just a bit of fun and not meant to be read on stream. All right, let's take a look. Nice. Ooh, very cool. Going with another fire-based Zhan Hu. Classic, but this is done very well. I think this might be a 10. I think this might be a 10. This is kind of fire, you know? Just be real. This is a very good one. That's another 10. Let's go. Zhan Hui Mei, beautiful bright plums. Zhan Hui, a young master of the performative arts and literature, spends most of his days teaching and practicing with students and his colleagues in his dojo. Okay. Love the look. It's a very nice look. He looks like a teacher. He looks like he could be a scholar. That's not bad at all. That is not bad at all. What do I give this? I think that's another 10. I really thinking about it, I think that's another 10. This is really good. This is really good. All right, next up, General of the Clay Army. Okay. Nice. Very nice. Very cool, very cool. I do like this one. How do I call it though? Damn, this is hard. I think that's another 10. Honestly, I really, really like the way this was incorporated, and I'm normally not a big fan of that helm, but you made it work, and that says a lot. All right, next what? Zifeng Zhan Yao for short, a.k.a. Ago, which means brother mute, once a mundane monk who studied Vedic texts, now a silent vengeful killer. For extra info, check out more about Zhan Yao in the lore channel, okay? Definitely got that killer vibe. I get that. Yeah, I get the killer vibe off this guy for sure. I'm gonna give that a 7. I'm gonna give that a 7. I think there's just too much black and red going on here, and the white on the ornament kind of clashes a bit. But I think that's a 7. I'll give that a 7. Azula Feng Huang. Okay. Again, like the Phoenix look again. We've seen that. Um, I'll give that a 7. I'll give that a 7 as well. Looks good. Looks good. The Emperor. It was him who would purge Peng Ka Boom, she who stole the secret, but it was a mistake, for she no longer held it on her. Okay. I love the way the Apollyon mask is used here. This is honestly a good fit. This is a really good fit. Ooh. Ooh. That is kind of tight. I really like that. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to give that a 9. I'm going to give that a 9. That looks really good. Queen Mother. I forgot her lore, but still remember her title. Okay. Not a lot going on with the fit. Very just pure purple, which is fine. It's a very nice fit, but there's just not a lot going on. It really is nice, but there's just not a lot going on. I'm going to give that an 8. I'm going to give that an 8. It looks very pretty, but there's just not a lot going on. Prince Duan Liansho of Dali the Golden. Okay. Again, kind of the same thing. Not a lot going on here. I see the symbols, but just not a lot happening. He looks good, though. He definitely looks good. All right. I'll give that an 8 as well. I think that's really good. It's good, just not a lot happening. Hey, by Hoyan. All this civil war, all these great leaders and personalities. What would it take to end it all and start over? A man with no past, only a title. Okay. Okay. All right. A lot of white and red. I see we once again use the Baigu Jing arms. Unlike before, though, this isn't a totally bad choice. The problem is the robe looks like it clashes a little because it's a more grayish silver, while this is pure white. I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 7. All right, next up. Zhan Zhong, second in command of the Stellar Guardian Patrol, once a servant of evil. He fights for redemption under the god Changdi. All right. This might be the first green Zhan Hu we've had. All right. Kind of a neat look. I'm gonna give that a 5. It's different, but it just isn't wowing me very much. Not trying to be offensive or anything. It just isn't wowing me very much on this one. Haven't named this guy yet, so just the drip this time. That's fine. Got red, black, and white. Ooh, nothing really going on in the back other than an embossing. Nice weapon. I'll give that a 5. I'll give that a 6. I'll give that a 6. All right. Zhan Hu, Fangs of the Fire Snake. Zhu was an alchemist whose madness she shared with her brother and a Tiandi. Her fire scorched the battlefield. Pray it does not turn on you. All right. And I'll give that a 7. I'll give that a 7. It looks nice. Zhongli, the Grand Banisher, servant of the Ghost King, has sent throughout the mortal world to quell or capture malicious spirits tormenting humanity. Inspired by Zhang Kui. Yep, I can see that. Oh, there's a fit. Oh, very clever. I like the use of that. I like the use of these. These are good demon capturing tools. I like that. I like that. Clever. Very clever. All right, I can get behind that. I can get behind that. I think that's a 10. I can give that a 10. That's a very clever idea. I like that. I like that. All right, my version of Raiden from Mortal Kombat. Okay. You know, with all the fire themes, Zhan Hu, we've had, it's nice to get a lightning themed one. All right, very cool. Very cool. I'll give that a 7. Yang Yin Yi. Okay, I'll go ahead and be honest. I've seen this mask, this headpiece a lot. I'm not a big fan of it. It's not my taste, but I've seen it a lot. The chromatic paint pattern looks good with it, so I will give it a 7. Oh, that's the last one. All right. Now it's time to narrow it down. It's time to narrow it down. So we got to remove all the ones that are not 10s and see what we come out with. Let's go ahead and work our way down. Got a lot to go through. Bear with me. That's a 10. That's a 10. Oh, 3 10s in a row. 4 10s in a row. Holy crap. Looks like I'm going to have to narrow it down a bit. I think we're almost there. We're getting there anyway. Well, we went a little faster today because my brother's not here for me to bounce thoughts off of or discuss, so it goes a little bit quicker. Plus, I can't talk as much as normal because the muscles in my throat and jaw are really sore because I've just got some kind of bug or something, and so it's a little bit painful to talk. Not like excruciating, but like uncomfortable. So I'm trying to limit how much I yap. All right, that should have narrowed it down. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 tens. I got to knock out 2. Let me see. Let me take a look at this one again. This is a really solid fit. Let me compare it to this one. That's just clever. I think it's so clever. This is hard. I like all these. Let me look at this one again. I've got to be real anal, don't I? I got to be like really crude, don't I? Let me check this one. All right. This one I think we can knock out. It is really good, but I feel like the others bring a little extra. Not that I don't like it. And now I got to knock out one more. Let me take a look at this one again. All right, I'm going to knock out this one. The only reason being it's fully fire themed, and I feel like that's done so often with Zhan Hu. And I know it's like, oh, that's kind of obvious, but at the same time, it's kind of like I like the ones that can be creative and not just go to the fire theme. I like the ones that can be a little creative and not just run to the fire theme. That's the only reason in a just world I would keep that one. But honestly, the rest of these are not super fire themed because what we've got is we've got what looks like a Reaper or Aura themed Zhan Hu. We've got a Scholar and a Performer. We've got a Terracotta Warrior, and we've got an Exorcist. Those are really unique fits. So we're going to go with these 4. All right, so here is how this is going to work. I'm going to give you guys the options with a poll. The first option will be the green Aura. Then we have the blue Scholar. And And then we have... What were they again? Let me take a look. The Terracotta Warrior. And finally, the Exorcist. All right. Those are your options. The poll begins now. You have 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes to vote. And while you're doing that, I will scroll through them again. So here is our green warrior. Here is our blue scholar. Our terracotta warrior. I really do like the terracotta fit. It looks really nice. And finally, the Exorcist. All right, y'all have 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. While you're doing that, I'll pick my favorite image for each one. I really like this one from the Green Aura. I really like this one. For the Blue Scholar, probably this one. I just like that expression. I like that expression. Almost like kind of, it almost looks like his eyebrows a little cocked, like, seriously? Seriously? I like that. That's a mood. I like this look. I like this. Can I make that my PFP? Just really? That's such a smug. You know what? I'm saving that. I'm saving that image. That's a smugness that I love. That's a smugness that I love. Just really. For the clay warrior, I think. Probably this one. Probably this one. The purple flame next to him makes it look really good. I like that. I like that. And then for the Exorcist, there's aura to that one, but I think the best one is probably going to be... I think this one, just because he looks like he's having a great time. Just, oh, yeah. Looks really good. Very nice. All these are really good. I like all these. I can't decide which one I would personally pick. That's the problem. All these are really good to me. So, what are my thoughts on your Sunda? It looked good. I thought it looked really good. The problem is it just wasn't going to blow my mind or anything because Sunda is kind of an existing character, and it's kind of easy to make that existing character out of the basic stuff. So, besides, I kind of want to look more towards original creations rather than taking existing characters and just building a look for them. All right, you got 30 seconds. Then I close it. 30 seconds. But yeah, all these are really good. All these are really good. It's hard to pick. All these were good. And time is almost up. Time is almost up. I'm looking at the clock. Looking at the clock. Make sure you get your vote in before I close it. And time's up. End poll. What we got? Another tie. Oh my gosh. A tie between the Green Aura and the Exorcist. Oof. You know, I'm a little disappointed the Blue Scholar lost. I really liked the Blue Scholar a lot. And the Terracotta Warrior, both I thought were very sick. But it is down to the Green Aura and the Exorcist. So let's go ahead and knock out these two. Well done, General of the Clay Army. Again, I want to say, I do not like that helm that he used, but he made it work, which I was very impressed by. And Zhan Hu, the Blue Scholar, good job, man. I still love that smug expression, but you're out. That brings it down to the Green Aura and the Exorcist. So now it's time to a revote. All right, let's do it one more time. One more time. The Green Aura or the Exorcist. And vote. I will give you 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes to vote. While you do that, I need to run to the bathroom really fast. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. I am back. Okay. Y'all got 1 minute. Y'all have 1 minute to vote. One last look at the contestants. All right, and all right. You're fine, Super Dragon Blader. Don't worry about it. I'm glad you share them. This isn't really about choosing winners and losers, honestly. This is more about getting to share drip. That's what this is really about. Like, I prefer just the chance to share outfits and designs. Like, this is all fun to me. I'm not too worried about who wins or loses. I'm just having fun sharing. But anyway, time is up. Let's see who won. The whole winner is the Green Aura. The Green Aura wins with 53%. Man, this was probably one of the closest ones we've had. But the Green Aura wins this fashion contest. So congratulations, Caveman. You won this week's fashion contest. I will be posting this on YouTube pretty soon. Now, like I said, We're not going to do the Magi fashion contest this coming week, because it is Christmas week. Everyone will be out of town. Very few people will be around to do it, and I won't be around to judge it anyway. So we will skip this week, come back next week, and be ready to do the Magi fashion contest. I'm very excited. Take this time to get your Magi ready so that we have it ready to go. Thank you all so much for joining me for this. I had a great time. Hope you guys did as well. And as always, I will see you in my next video. Take care.